Other than a few upgrades, we have not added anything to this Lincoln Penny album in 4 episodes. If boxes 64 and 65 in episode 39, coming from Green Obsidian in Indiana, don't give us a find, we'll have 5 straight episodes without any additions. Hey everyone, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and welcome back to my channel. Like I said in the intro, we're going on a 4-hunt straight streak of not having any finds for the album other than a couple of upgrades. I've got a couple of boxes here sealed from Indiana. I want to thank Green Obsidian for his trade. Hopefully these 2 boxes can get us off the schneid and get us a find or 2. Now I want to remind everyone, if you haven't watched the first 38 episodes of this Hunt and Fill series, to please consider checking out the playlist link both down below in the video description as well as pinned up here before you spoil the progress we've made on this album. For those of you caught up, you know what we need to do. We are stuck the last 4 episodes without any additions. But the good news is we've got a lot of the finds in this book, 181 out of 234, only 53 more spots to fill. Of course, one would argue that a lot of them are going to be the tougher dates, but there are findable dates: 1918S with 35 million, a 1916P, 132 million. I can go on and on. There are findable cents. Hopefully, we'll find some sooner rather than later. I'm going to go ahead and close this up. We're going to go ahead and get this hunt started, and let's see if we can change our luck. So as you guys know, the trades I've been doing lately, I want to make sure I have sealed boxes. So we have to A, make sure that we have sealed boxes, which we do, and B, pray that we have circulated cents to hunt. Now this box did get a little bit of damage in transit, but it's still mostly intact, I should say. We're going to pop the top of this one first, and let's see if we have circulated cents right away. And we do. All right, the box is in a little bit of disarray. We'll have to do our best to use it to hunt with and keep track of the rolls we're on, but we're gonna go ahead and do that now. I'm gonna assume that that's probably roll number 1, so you guys know what we need to do. We need to start the hunt, and I'll bring you in if and when we have a find. Well, I took a quick peek at that ender, and I think I see a 194. It's hard to see in the lighting, but rest assured, I believe it's a 1940 something. So we're going to have an ender right off the bat. Hopefully that means we're going to have a lot of enders with it. That wheat cent ender is indeed a 1946 Denver, and it's actually in pretty nice shape for a brown cent. We'll take that, add it to the board. We're off and running. Roll number 4, we have our second wheat cent. Reverse facing in pretty nice shape. And that's a 47D to go along with the 46D. Roll number 7 is not going to have a wheat cent yet, but I think we have a clad dime right there, if I can get it out. It's a clad dime, all right. We'll take it. We just made 9 cents. Roll number 12, wheat cent number 3. I picked it up already, and it's a 1946 Philadelphia with some damage. Well, roll number 13 is going to have yet another ender, and it's another 1946. So it seems like we're going to have 3 of our 4 first wheat cent finds all be from the 46 year, 2 of which were enders. That ender is indeed a 1946. It's actually in pretty nice shape, but it could be cleaned. Either way, I'll take it. It's a beauty. 4th wheat cent found. Roll 15, wheat cent number 5 is going to be a 1950 Philadelphia. Roll number 23, wheat cent number 6, 1957 Denver. Roll number 26, we'll have our 7th wheat cent, and I'm hoping by the reverse, it's an old one. It does look pretty slick. Hopefully in the 30s or less. And it's not 1941, but we can check the 41s for one of the 3 DDOs that they have. And it's hard to tell with the damage, but we'll be able to see it on trust if it is one. And it is not. It's still our oldest find of the box though. 1941, Philadelphia. Roll number 32. Wheat cent number 8. Pretty damaged. Is it old? It's just a 1944 Philadelphia. Roll 38. Wheat cent number 9 will be a 1956 Denver. 1 away from 10. We just grabbed roll number 40 out of the box, and I saw a reeded edge, and now I see some kind of design. So we're going to check this out really quick. And it's going to be a foreign coin. And this one's going to be a South African Suid 1993. 20 cent. That is pretty cool. And if I recall, I believe these are bronze-plated steel. I have seen these before, not in my hunts. This is the first time I found one in my hunts, but I have seen these before. I love the design right there that you can see. And I guess we'll check to see if it's steel by grabbing a magnet. And does it stick? It does. So it's definitely that bronze-plated steel, and that is a cool find for sure. I don't know the mintage on these. I know that some of the years from 62, I guess, through 2000 had some lower mintages, but I'm not familiar. Either way, what a cool find, cool design. Our 4th foreign, along with 3 Canadians, and technically, it's a steel 20 cent. We're on roll 47, and the box made us wait for our 10th wheat cent, but we will have it right now. This one is going to be another 1944 Philly. Roll number 50 will provide us with wheat cent number 11, and it's going to be a 1940 Philly, which is our new oldest of the box. I'll give you a wrap-up unless we find something else in this last bit of the roll. We have completed box 1, and the wrap-up is pretty basic. 11 wheat cents found, nothing pre-40s, the oldest being a 1940. We did score a dime to make 9 cents profit, 4 Canadians, a South African coin, 6 59s, a couple of nice red Lincoln Memorial copper cents, and 3 69Ss, along with a nice example for 4 69Ss, no DDOs, of course. On top of that, it was a pretty good copper box. We're about 80% of the way to the top, maybe 85%. So almost filled the copper cup with 1 box. Definitely good on the copper. Little bit lighter than I thought with all that copper on the wheat cents, but still 11 is better than my average. I'll be back in a second. We'll do a live opening on box 2 next. All right, hopefully the copper stays hot, and hopefully we score some extra wheat cents. Might have to score this one. It's pretty tight. See if we can get lucky in here and get something good. All right, there we go. To make sure it's circulated cents. And it is circulated cents. You guys know the drill. I'll be back with my first find of box 2. Well, roll number 58 of the 2-box hunt, or 8th roll of the 2nd box, is going to give us a variety. I have a 1998 Philadelphia minted Lincoln cent under the scope, and that's going to be a wide AM. You can see the gap between the A and the M. There shouldn't be one. And the FG is almost touching the base of the memorial building. 1998 wide AM. Not in terrible shape. Typically, I find these in terrible shape, but this one's decent. We'll go ahead and take it. First variety found of the 2-box hunt. I have lots of them. Can't find the 99 wide AM. We'll get back to the hunt and hope that we get on some wheat cents pretty soon. Ask and you shall receive. Same roll, first wheat cent. This will make a dozen for the hunt. And it's another 1944 Philadelphia. Roll 59. Wheat cent, lucky number 13. Is it going to be another 1944? No, it's going to be a 1947 S, I believe. And it is. We already have it, but always good seeing S-minted wheat cents in the hunt. Roll number 70. Wheat cent number 14. Kind of a slow box, but it is a 51S. Roll number 75. Wheat cent number 15. A 1945 Philadelphia. We're on roll 77 of the 2-box hunt, and ironically, roll 27, when I pulled it out, had a 1927 ender. Pretty sure we already have a 27, but man, nice seeing a pre-40s wheat cent and on the end of a roll. That 1927 wheat cent ender is confirmed. Too bad there's no mint mark. We'll take it though. Like I said, just nice seeing one pre-40s for sure. Same roll, and at the back of the roll, wheat cent 17 is going to be a 47 Philadelphia. Roll 79. We're on wheat cent number 18 now. And this one's going to be another 1944. Roll number 88. Wheat cent 19 will be one we already have, a 1940 Philly. Roll number 93, and we have made 20 wheat cents, 9 in this box, and that's going to be a 50 Denver. Roll 97 is going to give us a couple of wheat cents because pushed it down, and I see we have one there, and we have one there. Wheat cent number 21 is going to be a 55 Denver, and wheat cent 22 is going to be a 57 Denver. That's 11 in each box. 3 rolls to go. Roll number 98, wheat cent number 23. And this one's going to be a 56 Denver. Box is heating up at the very end because roll number 99 will give us wheat cent 24, which is a 52D, and that's our third roll in a row with a wheat cent. Well, that's going to do for that 2-box 100 roll hunt, and you know what? Box 1 was decent with 11 wheat cents. Box 2 was even better with 13, including our first wheat cent pre-30s and our only wheat cent pre-30s. Unfortunately, I'm pretty positive we have a 1927 Philadelphia already. That being said, 24 wheat cents is a respectable amount in a couple of boxes, and we even scored a 1998 wide AM in decent shape, which I'll add to my collection. On top of that, we did make 9 cents from a dime. Can't get mad at that. We found that South African coin, that 20-cent piece. We got 12 Canadian cents in those 2 boxes, 12 59s, 6 beautiful copper cents, 4 69Ss, and actually 5 69Ss because we had one over here. Pretty good hunt overall, and for those wondering, I emptied the copper cup after the last box, and I'm glad I did because we got about 75% more copper filled up in this box. A lot of copper in 2 boxes, decent amount of wheat cents, pretty good finds. Not sure we're going to have anything for the album. Let me go ahead and compare the finds to the album, see if we have any additions or upgrades, and I'll bring you guys back next. Well, I've combed through the finds, and as expected, we didn't have any additions. I'll tell you, this makes 5 videos in a row without any cents slotted in this album, and that's pretty crazy because, like I said before, there are findable cents, we're just not finding them. I will also make mention that I technically could have upgraded the 46. It was slightly better, at least one of the ones we found, but not enough to warrant pulling this out and weakening the slot and potentially having a spot that's really loose. So I didn't upgrade that one. And then the 47S was decent as well, and ours isn't that great, but again, not better of an upgrade to warrant pulling that out. No upgrades based on what I just said. No additions. 5 videos in a row. We've been stymied. Either way, it was definitely a fun 2-box hunt. Green Obsidian, thanks for the trade. Loved myself some Indiana State boxes because they were full of copper, and we got to scope a lot of cents. I don't normally get the scope from my boxes. Hopefully you still are enjoying this Penny Hunt and Fill series despite struggling lately. If you are, I'd appreciate that thumbs up. And as always, happy hunting and thanks for watching.